Have you ever thought about the not so distant and distant future of the Alton Towers Resort? Have you ever wondered what the next 5 years could have in store for them? Me neither until now. I reckon lots of HB leisure games will be installed, and also we might finally see the removal of the towers themselves. Jokes aside, what could realistically and actually be in store for Alton Towers over the next 5 years? Let's talk about that. If you enjoy this video and you want to see a version of this for Chessington, then please consider subscribing. 500 likes and I'll talk all about vampire closing and a new coaster coming in a few years. So this year, 2023, it sounds weird saying New Year. Happy New Year, by the way. Merry Christmas. Hope you are. You know what? It's 280 days till Oktoberfest begins. But what could come to Alton Towers this year? Now, nothing is set in stone yet, especially not the jewel sign, which has been removed.
Please don't touch your
jewel entrance sign. Well, someone did, and that's what I reckon 2023 holds. A brand new reimagined version of Jewel. The haunted house strikes back. An interview conducted with someone who recently retired from Merlin Entertainment. I don't know why they didn't just ask me, you know, it is my house. Gave us an insight into the fact that this reimagined Jewel will be more like the original haunted house, which is super exciting, as that means there will actually be a storyline. It won't just be some heads going. So that's very nice to see. Along with Jewel, I also still reckon Nemesis Subterra will come back in some form or another. It's got to. The queue's been reworked even more. I'm not going to show the photos again because I don't want the drone police coming after me. But whilst Nemesis is closed, you might as well reopen Subterra in the meantime. And that's on the run-up to 2024, the year Nemesis reopens in its brand new form. With a new colour scheme that's supposedly red and black. Everyone's jumped on the gun of it being red. It might be green, could be purple. How do we know? 2024, I could also see something being done to the Retro Squad, considering that would have been its 4th year. Oh my god, they've been around too long. Whether that be removing them as a whole at the end of the season, or replacing one with another Retro Squad ride. I have my fingers crossed they replace one in particular. And I could also potentially see the removal of Flavio's Fabulous Fandango in David Walliams' world, because there is a new ride near there opening in 2025. Bringing us nicely onto that year, 2025, which should hopefully see the addition of Project Horizon. I'm saying hopefully in case it gets delayed for some reason. It might be flood warnings or... This will be a brand new indoor roller coaster that we have no idea what it's going to be. Although if you watch the video in the top right, you can build your very own Project Horizon roller coaster for a chance to win £50 and a theme park mystery box. Get building. There's not long left. That entire building and ride being situated in the corner of the park where Alton Mouse used to be, between the dungeons and Walliams World. This will probably be the one big investment for that year. I don't see anything else happening. Unless CBeebies Land gets an expansion. And we move on to 2026. In that year, I could see, now some people may call this a reach, but I could see towards the end them removing either Spinball Whizzer or Rita. My reasoning for both. Spinball Whizzer is right next to CBeebies Land and would open up a huge space for a brand new ride, whether that be a slightly larger kiddie coaster or some big expansion. And the reason I've said Rita is because there's a sign that has appeared in the dark forest saying, escape whilst you can, with some roller coaster track round it. That is the definition of an enthusiast thinking a sign with a few words on it means it's going to get removed in a few years. And there'll be a brand new ride on its way to the dark forest, or Adventureland. Is that actually still called Adventureland? My god, why? 2027 we now come to. It feels so far in the future, but it'll be here in a flash. I'll be 23 that year. Oh god. Oh, I could see that year mainly being a TLC year where they touch up on a few rides, maybe the Smiler, the Nemesis, they've already done that. And we can maybe even see a smaller form of ride come to the park. Maybe a flat ride? Merlin Entertainment's flat rides? That's a stupid question. Surely at that point as well, Wickerman would have undergone a huge retracking process. The dungeons might disappear, and Walliams World might lose its IP. Maybe. Again, whether any of this happens or not, we'll never know. 2028, however, I could see being the year of a brand new coaster. Yes, 2024 meant the retracking of Nemesis, and then 2025, Project Horizon. 2028, what about SW9? I'm not sure why, but seeing how towers are literally spending more money than ever recently, I don't see why they wouldn't want to build another huge coaster whilst they're on that spree. Unless they run out of money. That's a good point. Now, if that year does bring SW9, I'm not going to comment on what it could be, because last time I predicted a quad bike coaster at Chessington, or a water coaster, it turned out to be a B&M shuttle-launched wing coaster with a big Jaguar and a huge inversion. Who knows what to expect nowadays? But no, we do love a bit of speculation about the future of certain theme parks, and if you want to see me actually go back in time at a theme park rather than look into the future, click here. So it's a very past-based video.